Hi everyone, I just quickly wanted to come on here and share with you a company that I think is very much worth supporting. They are Christian based and I think they're located in Johannesburg. They're still a small company, but they make amazing Christian based products. I think this will be more of interest to the ladies, but men, if you want to spoil your wives, this is definitely the way to go. This is just a few of the many amazing products that they have. We will have a link in the description box where you can go and visit their shop, but this is like an example of something that they sell. This is a card stand with all the names of the Lord and the meaning of each one. Then they have notebooks with beautiful designs as well as daily planners. You can view all of them on their shop. And then probably one of my favorite items that they sell is their Bible covers. Ladies, this is amazing if you want to spruce up an old Bible. And they have many designs to choose from, and they even have some home decor options as well. So I highly recommend going and supporting this company. They are a beautiful company and it is led by people who also love Christ. Again, link in the description box below. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. And in today's session I want to talk on a topic that we sometimes maybe misunderstand or not educated enough on or think enough of. The thing I want to talk today about is, can Christians watch secular worldly movies or listen to secular worldly music? Can we do that? Is it right, wrong? What is the case regarding that topic? Let's begin with what we see today. Today there's a lot of movies that's normal in a sense. Then there's evil movies. There's a lot of movies that's got a lot of swearing and nudity in it. And then you get Christian movies. So which ones are okay to watch? Which ones are okay to look at and enjoy? Now, you get Christians that will say to you, you're not allowed to watch any of those movies. They're wrong. They're evil. All secular worldly stuff is not for Christians, and you're not allowed to watch it. So if it's a cartoon, whether it's whatever, you're not allowed to watch it because it's evil. It's not a Christian movie or whatever the case may be. Then you're going to get Christians that says, no, you can watch anything, doesn't matter, just do what you want to do. So what is the right answer in that case? And I want to bring you a perspective to look at and to understand that you can go take this to the Lord and go and ask Him, is this a way to do this? So out of my personal experience in my journey with the Lord, He has told me, and I went and looked at movies that is not Christian. And then all of a sudden the Lord speaks to me while watching that movie about what's happening in the movie, and He shows me stuff that is relevant for me to know in our walk today. And I would not have seen it in that way if I didn't watch that movie. Some of the movies, like I just said, He told me to go and watch, and there's one or two that I watched that He didn't tell me specifically to watch. I just felt I want to see it, and then the Lord spoke to me. All right, so it's not only the Holy Spirit told me to do this kind of scenario. All right, so I am against, let me just say this, otherwise people are going to say I did not say this. I am against evil spiritual movies. I don't like it. Unless the Lord tells me to go watch one of them, I will not even worry about watching, a horror, evil, spiritual movie, witchcraft stuff. I don't do that. I don't like those movies. I don't do that. But I'm talking about all the other movies that's out there that I ask the Lord. And it's not to say what you must watch. You must discern, and you must see. But this is what I've done. I've watched movies that the Lord didn't tell me, but I felt I want to watch it. And like I said, the ones He told me to go and watch. But in these movies, the Lord showed me amazing stuff. I'm not going to go through all the movies in detail, what He showed me in every movie, but I just want to give you some examples. So some of the movies that I've watched, I'm just going to name one or two. It will be Lion King. Lion King, the cartoon, and now there's a newer version that Disney made. Lion King, the Lord spoke to me and showed me stuff that I've seen before that somebody else taught me on the Lion King. I did a teaching actually on Lion King and what the meaning is and how the Lord spoke through that. Then I had Avatar, the first one. Lord of the Rings. He spoke to me in that and showed me stuff in that. And then a big one that He showed me stuff recently was Avengers Endgame, if I'm correct, that he showed me stuff in there. And I'm just going to explain to you one in Avengers Endgame just to see how the Lord can and show you stuff. And in the Endgame, it's about the glove that he's using with the 6 stones on it. So as I was watching the movie, the Holy Spirit told me, look at the thing that he's wearing. And I looked and I saw this glove, and everything's about this thing that he needs all these 6 stones to do what he wants to do next, the enemy. And all of a sudden the Holy Spirit reminded me, showed me, we, man, are made on the 6th day. So it's about us. We are the number 6. I've talked about that before. We are the number 6, and he's looking for 6 stones. So it's man way with the enemy, because this is this enemy doing it, that he's wanting to do stuff. And he showed me there's 6 stones, is man, me, myself, and I operating here. And what he wants to do with the enemy, with man on his side, and what he wants to do. And I remembered, yeah, because I mean the high priest had a breastplate with the same type of stones that's on this glove. But there were 12 on the breastplate, which is perfection. 12 disciples, 12 tribes. They had the 12 stones on the high priest's breastplate. But in this movie, it shows only 6, and it's the same stones, but it's 6. Speaking about man and the enemy working together. So it showed me stuff regarding that. In that same movie, they would say, ask the one guy, who are you? And he would say, I am. There's a couple of things in that movie that the Holy Spirit showed me. So I want you to see how we can look and think, oh, it's an evil movie, it's Avengers and all that, and then the Lord can come and speak to you. Because we are so programmed that everything is evil that we cannot see what is good, and when the Lord wants to speak to us through a movie or anything. And we must stop having this everything is evil mentality and start asking the Holy Spirit, teach me through stuff, show me stuff, teach me stuff. Again, don't watch stuff that's evil. And I want to make a second point regarding this whole topic. If you are still a baby Christian, don't watch anything. Because the enemy can play with you and use you and show you stuff that you might not understand fully. This is for the mature, more mature Christians. They can watch these movies and they will not get attacked by the enemy. They will understand what it's meaning. Where a baby Christian will still follow the worldly stuff more than hearing what the Lord has to say. So please, this is more for the people that have been walking with the Lord for a couple of years and you know, truly understands his ways and stuff. If a baby wants to watch it, maybe watch it with somebody that's more mature, that they can help you and guide you. But the Lord can speak through worldly movies so much. In a Christian movie, he can speak to you through that and it's showing you something. But through a worldly movie, it becomes prophetic how he shows you stuff. And he opens up stuff you, maybe stuff that the enemy is hidden in the movie that the Lord can reveal to you, or stuff that the Lord is hidden in the movie, because the Holy Spirit can use anything. He is not restricted to only use Christian content. Please, the Holy Spirit can use anything. He used normal people to write the Gospels, just to give that as an example. He's used normal people to invent stuff in the world that is for good for all of mankind. Go look in the history. So don't have this thought pattern of everything is evil if it's not Christian. The same with music. The Lord can speak to you through a lot of music that is not Christian music. Out of the years, the Lord has showed me a couple of songs that really spoke to me in places and things where I was at that time, and it showed me where I was walking correctly. It lifted me up. It gave me direction. It gave me peace when I heard these songs, to knowing what I'm walking in. And when he showed me, in one instance, I was standing in a takeaway place, and the songs was playing on the radio or whatever, and the Holy Spirit loudly told me, listen to the song that's playing here. And I shifted my focus and I started listening, and I heard the song, and the song was called You're the Voice by John Farm. And the wording in that song was so precise for where I was at that stage in my journey with the Lord. You have songs like Belinda Carlisle's Heaven's a Place on Earth. Go listen to the words. See what it's saying. He said, oh, these are 80s songs that the Lord is using. I mean, we get, just go listen to John Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. What is he saying there? What is he singing there? But there's stuff that he can really speak to you. Carly Simon, Let the River Run. That's a very prophetic song that they sing there. Did they write it as a prophetic song? No, they didn't. But the Holy Spirit will use that to speak to us. Doesn't matter who wrote the song, why they wrote the song, what was the topic of the song when they wrote it. He can use anything to speak to you today. Quite recently, the Lord showed me a song, which I'm not going to name now because I haven't spoken to anybody about it in that regard. But He showed me a song which is relevant for where I'm now in my journey. And it's also, I think, a 60s song. So listen to your Christian music. I listen to gospel music. I love gospel music. But you can listen to other music as well. Again, I will not go listen to anything. There's certain genres I don't like. If there's a lot of swearing and stuff going on, I don't like it. I will not listen to it. But don't have this mindset of it can only be Christian music that you must listen to. Please, the Lord can speak to you through any type of music. The Holy Spirit is not restricted, and He will show you stuff prophetically or stuff that's got something to do with where you are on your journey, and it will lift you up, these things. So, in a nutshell, if you are more mature, you can look at other movies, listen to music, and the Holy Spirit will use that to show you stuff that He can't show anybody else because they're not listening. Because so many Christians are not watching this stuff, so the Holy Spirit cannot teach them on this stuff. All right? I'm not saying He will not never teach you, because people will always come with those angles to say, yes, but why? And we, as believers, must be mature enough where we can hear stuff, be in stuff, and not get conformed by that stuff. It's like a new Christian that just gets saved that maybe had a problem with alcohol. So will I send that baby Christian to go and minister in a pub? No, I will not, because he's not ready for that yet. He will fall back into his sin maybe. But somebody that has had a drinking problem, that has walked out for a couple of years, has got a good relationship with the Lord, can hear the Lord's voice, he can go into a pub now and teach the people, and he would not want to drink. It phases him if people are drinking around him. The same with the movies. If you're more mature, watch the movies, ask the Holy Spirit, is there something that He can show you in the movie, or that He wants to teach you in the movie, and you will be amazed to see what the Holy Spirit can show you. Get these religious mindsets out of you that you can only listen and watch Christian content. There's nothing wrong with watching that, but you don't have to only watch that. There is so much more that the Holy Spirit can do and use in your journey with Him. So please, if you don't want to believe me, go ask the Holy Spirit Himself. I know what He's going to answer you, because I've walked this out, I've done this, and He's still doing it. Like I said, just recently He's done that again with me. Showed me a song, and He's speaking to me stuff in the song that I'm busy sitting with the Lord. In the song, I didn't hear it somewhere. He told me, go listen to the song. All right? I will one day tell you what this song is and what He's showing me on this, when the time is right, when the Holy Spirit tells me to talk about it. But stand up as Christians. Stop being afraid of the enemy. He's already been conquered. Step up, stand up in victory, and walk and step on his head. Don't be afraid to watch something because he's in there. When the Lord tells you to go watch a movie, no, I don't want to watch it because it's not what I like, whatever. Stand up and see what the Lord wants to show you in this stuff. Don't get restricted, bogged down by your religious thought, because that's a religion and the enemy trying to keep you from hearing stuff that will be beneficial to you in your journey. So hopefully that's what I've just said will get you to think differently, ask questions maybe. I'm not saying you've got to do what I'm saying. I'm just throwing that out there for you. I've seen this with more than just me, this happening with other people. So it's for you to go and sit with the Lord and ask Him what to do. So hopefully I've helped you in some sense, I've answered something for you that you wanted to know. But yes, watch movies, see what the Lord wants to show you. Don't get restricted in your religious thinking. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.